This wasn't meant to happen. But then again, some of the best adventures happen when you least expect them. We're exploring Tasmania. Australia's wild southern island has so much to see, and over the next 6 days we're heading right around the island on a group tour with Intrepid Travel. It promises to be the trip of a lifetime, and we're taking you with us. Tasmania! Welcome to Hobart, the start of our adventure. Now, normally in the summer months, this is a pretty warm place to be, but we've had a bit of a cold snap this week. As you can see, there's even a little bit of snow in the mountains. It's off to meet our guide Aaron, who takes us on a quick city tour, and to visit a museum to see a few of the creatures we might encounter over the next couple of days. We're then headed up the Great Eastern Drive, stopping in a tiny village called Richmond for lunch. So this is one of the oldest villages in Tasmania. This is the kind of place where you can have carrot cake and tea for lunch, topped off with a visit to a distillery.
It's barley, so the barley is grown in central Tasmania.
And wine tasting overlooking some stunning Tasmanian scenery. Our home for the next couple of nights is Bicheno, and it had quite the welcome party. But we warmed up in the pub for our first group dinner. So I am sufficiently rugged up this morning. It's so beautiful. It's our first day of hiking, and the sun has come out. Woohoo!
Rock and roll!
Today we're headed to Freycinet National Park, and first up is a quick walk to a lighthouse. Before heading to one of Australia's most beautiful beaches, Wineglass Bay, there's just 1,000 steps to navigate along the way. Welcome to one of the most beautiful beaches in Australia. Aaron even had a reward waiting. Okay, that was amazing, but do you know what we have now?
1,000 steps.
1,000 steps back up the top.
Oh, we did it.
And we had a little critter come celebrate our success too. It turns out Aaron has a surprise for us each day, and today's is a good one.
Now we're going to reward ourselves with a bit of dessert, some local ice cream. Cheers.
And we topped it off with some of the freshest seafood we've ever tried at the Lobster Shack. Oh my god, that looks good.
So good.
Tasmania has already treated us to some amazing sights, and we're just getting started. Today we're continuing our journey up the east coast of Tasmania to a place called the Bay of Fires. It's famous for its orange-hued granite rocks and pristine beaches, and we spend a good part of the morning soaking in these views. We then turn inland, first to a little village called Sheffield, where we have a picnic lunch.
Everyone ready to rock? Let's do it.
The final stretch of the day has us heading here. So we've arrived in this cute little rural village called Sheffield, and yes, it is named after the big industrial city in England, Sheffield. This one's a little different though. There are more than 100 murals around town. We are heading to the pub for dinner, to what our guide Aaron says is the biggest pork belly he's ever seen. Now, I love a good pork belly, so I'm going to test this theory. And it turns out Aaron was right, and I'll need all the fuel I can get for a big day of walking tomorrow. Welcome to another day of adventure. Today we're heading up into the mountains. Tasmania is a wild place, and today its wild side is on full show. Woo! It's only a couple of degrees, and we are heading to one of Australia's most beautiful national parks. We're here for this view of Cradle Mountain, and this is what it looks like on a good day. But
so you can't see any of it at the moment. Let's get moving.
In its own way, this walk turned out to be stunning, with waterfalls descending from the heavens, and we even had lunch on the track. And sometimes you've just got to smile and eat some cheese and crackers.
It's my cheese dance.
There should be
The mutton cheeser.
inside somewhere.
We didn't see the peak of the mountains, but there's something special about walking through the rainforest when it's raining. After the walk, Aaron pulled out another surprise, a stop at a luxury lodge for food next to a fire.
Hot coffee, garlic bread.
It's happiness.
And a bit of a surprise when we were leaving.
Ooh, wombat.
We all got to tick off our bucket list seeing a wombat in the wild. The island is also famous for these Tasmanian devils. And we got to visit a sanctuary helping to protect the population. Our final destination today is Tasmania's rugged west coast and a tiny village called Tulla. Absolutely love this room. We're right on the lakefront. We've got cheese and crackers going and hot tea
On the way.
and we're warming up after an amazing day. And this special island has so many surprises still ahead.
Righto, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 5 of your Tasmanian adventure.
Today we're exploring the Tarkine rainforest. It's one of the largest temperate rainforests in the world with a huge amount of biodiversity. We first journeyed to a settlement called Corinna, with a few obstacles in the way. Before setting out into the forest.
Those that are looking for some Tarkine adventure, let's rock and roll!
The Tarkine is known for its incredible biodiversity, and even in the rain, it's an amazing place. The adventure continues in the afternoon, crossing the Pieman River on a boat called the Fat Man Barge. This wasn't in the original plan, but Aaron changed our day to better suit the weather, and it turned out to be one to remember. After the barge, we stop at the Reese Dam for a pretty amazing sight.
Oh, wow!
We end today's journey at a west coast fishing town called Strawn, and that means fresh fish and chips to finish off a pretty amazing day.
It's a miracle! Snow in Australia!
It's our final day, and we're heading from Strawn right across the island back to Hobart. On the way, we stop off at a series of old mining towns.
Welcome to the Queenstown of Australia.
and Queenstown even has a cool old train.
They get so much rain here in Queenstown, they can't even have a grass pitch. So it's made out of gravel.
We broke up our drive with a series of stunning short walks before stopping at a hinterland lodge for lunch, where it started snowing. This has been a trip of contrasts, from beaches to beech forests, from sea to snow-covered peaks. The landscapes of Tasmania are as diverse as they are breathtaking, and we've packed in so much in just 6 days.